my gosh. Let's flip this down. Okay. Hey guys. Okay. Thank you. I know you might not want to put your Twitter name in there, and I don't know if you're able to delete it. If you want me to delete it after you mention it, I will. I did want to talk a little bit about just kind of the spiritual environment going on, but I'll do the checks first. I'll come back and do like a chit chat, like my impression on this stuff as somebody who works with and helps people remove hexes. You see my sage going on in the background. You see my flower that I just got. You may hear noises. Okay. Thank you. These are my favorite. I saw these glasses and I was like, I need them in my life. These are mine. And they fit my face really nice. Like this is like my third pair. Um all right. Thank you for the compliments. I really appreciate that. I'm just like, oh, it makes me wanna, but I accept. So I'm gonna start with okay. Who? Okay, if you send me a cash app while we're on live and you're here and you want to get it, I'm you doing the people who were in the chat first, like in the chat. Yes, this is going to be recorded. I'm going to keep it up. I may make it unlisted depending on what's talked about during the, you know what I'm saying? But you will be provided the link. Like if everybody filled out the form like they're supposed to, you can probably go back to the form and I'll put the link is still there. That should still work. So I would say save this just in case I unlist it. All right. So I'm just starting with, well, technically Bex was in here first. And I don't know if I did you earlier. So if there's conflicting information, just let me know. Usually there's not, but it's okay. I'm getting a yes on look at the list. On generational curse, it feels like it's something that hits your family. And I'll show you the cards. It's something that hits your family like in the pocket. It feels like money, opportunities. Like it feels like maybe there's just something going on with your family. You guys just don't know what it is. When it comes to look at my list. I haven't like done these in like succession in so long. Hold on. Um, oh wait. I can usually get these in pretty quickly. Okay. All right. So generational curse, evil eye or spell work. It feels like yes, there is something around you. There's definitely you can use this full moon energy to help remove it from yourself. Um oh, okay, got you. It feels like this person maybe have used the moon cycles to do this. It feels like there's some evil eye, but there's definitely spell work in here as well. I'm not picking up on who is doing it though. It's something related to somebody dying, or somebody passing recently, or something. There's a death around this situation. Um, as far as spirits around you, they're protective spirits though. Um, this feels like very protective people that kind of watch your energy. Any problems with your environment? I feel like you might feel like you're being watched. I got this guy. You might feel like you're being watched. Um, it feels like it's stagnant energy, like it's on the walls or something. Um, it maybe it if you work, school, or something else. Yeah. Hi, Roxanne. I know I usually would be annoyed because I didn't like either. I don't know. You know how it is. Like sometimes I feel like my face is greasy and I'm like I don't feel like being on camera, but yeah, my face and I got a different computer where the camera is up here and not at my chest. That was crazy. I was like I don't know when they started putting cameras down there, webcams down there, but I do not like it. Sorry. So Bex, for the very last portion, is it time for a cleanse? I feel like yes, and I feel like it's getting in the way of your romantic if you are currently in a relationship, if if you're currently in a relationship, you're trying to start a new relationship, start love, find find something. I feel like there's something about that that is being blocked, and specifically, I'm getting that you should clear your space. You should specifically like Olympia if you want to, but it doesn't feel like you need to. But definitely take a salt bath. And but if you can't take a salt bath, oh, you think there's a ghost in your room? So it feels like what this is like, it's so funny. So if you see this card, I feel like there's something protecting you against ghosts because there's literally ghosts in this deck. But the ghost, it feels like the so for the ghost, I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure. Usually for that, I recommend people just get like a cleanse from me because what I do usually takes care of it. But if you can look up, what could she do about the ghost? Smoke cleansing. This is a time that I would say use white sage and kitchen sage. And oh, and you can see and get some rosemary. I would show y'all, but I don't want to dump this whole thing of smoke cleanse or smokes. But I would do that smoke cleanse and do it after. So this is part of the spiritual energy for you. And sorry, I'm going to be going faster in a minute. You think it passes, right? If you feel like it's coming to your room too much, or if it's stagnant, you can also always put like a salt border around your room. That's temporary. But you can make sure to cleanse your space. Like the what's coming up for you is cleansing your walls. There's something stuck around your walls, and you have to cleanse yourself. Like you need to take a salt bath, do Olympia, something like that. Okay. All right. So I'm on Nia now. So let me see what I had got for you earlier if I can find that. So, okay. So what I was getting for you, and I'll pull back into this a little more. Can I detach this? I absolutely can. Perfect. Um, so for the generational part, what I got was that you may have a history of having like a depression, anxiety, mental issues in your family. It could be just some parts of your family, and I mean like your extended family, like going back. Um, and also having maybe some emotional issues. This doesn't feel like you specifically, but it feels like women in your family. And it's like what people would say back in the day when they said, oh, well, this person has a sensitive constitution. They can't handle too much excitement. They have a nervous condition. It feels like an anxiety condition, but it feels like that's something that may be something that's, you have a few women in your family that have dealt with that in the past. Um, oh, I'm sorry to hear that about your mom. But that has a spiritual connection. Like it does have a biological purpose, but there has a spiritual connection. So if you're on a spiritual path or there's somebody else in your family that does like spirituality or spiritual stuff, that would be something that they can work on because you can like help your family trauma like by doing emotional work, inner work, shadow work. I see some people are asking stuff about cleansing. I'll try and get to that at the end or like in between or at the in between. So, and then what I was getting for you was also, sorry. See, that's why I don't, that's why I keep on going. Not keep on going, but once I have a thought, I kind of got to keep on going. Talking about your emotional. And then okay, doing emotional work, shadow work, that helps resolve your family karma and your family condition. Um, it can be resolved more slowly that way, it feels like. What else was I getting for you? Um, Evil eye and spell work. I feel like somebody has done something like that against you. I'll pull more for that right now. Yeah, it feels like somebody specifically used your picture, and there. I have stuff to say about that. I recently found out that somebody on spiritual Twitter was using people's pictures to do bad things to them. This person targeted me before I really came out on the timeline and people really knew what I do spiritually. That was a mistake. I'm not even trying to be funny. That was a mistake. And there's somebody else I found out after I took that spiritual bath that I was mentioning. And that I had that weird, like not weird, but I slept and I had this, I don't know, I don't say it was a vision. It was off the wall, but it was real to me. Somebody else that was also trying to tap into my energy. That's actually a friend that also reads, and she must not believe that I can. Like it's weird, but anyways, going back picture because this the first person I mentioned, she used my picture. So this person used your picture and they did spell work on you. I would say if you have access to a botanica, get a reversal candle and take yourself a salt bath and see how much that helps. Do yourself Olympia. And then the stuff about the complicated part about the spirits, it feels like there's a lot of spirits around either where you live, either your bedroom, or it could be like your ancestral home or where you grew up. It feels like there's like good spirits. It feels like there's, I don't want to say bad spirits, but not so good spirits. It feels like there's spirits that just want to be left alone. It just feels like a lot of spirits around. So that's why I said it was complicated. Let me scroll back down. It's not too late to join the live stream and donate. If you donate, just let me know in the chat so I can get to you. And fill out the form as well. I don't think it's on here. Let me send a link to the chat. So fill out this form because if there are any changes, you can always go to the form and I'll update it. Because what I find with like the social media stuff, sometimes things don't get put on your timeline. So if I make a tweet that has multiple parts, one part of it will be people will see, but people won't see the other part with instructions. So there's the form. I think I have how to pay me in the info box, but I'll copy it again. Venmo Cash App is this. Okay, if you donated, Roxanne, cool. Just make sure to fill the form. I know who you are, but just so I don't get you lost. So sorry. Back to you, Nia. Spirits around you and then problems with your environment. Yeah, I'm not really picking up on too much problems with your environment. And the thing that I got last, like, is it time for you to do a cleanse? I feel like you recently may have space cleansed, did a, like not spirit, but and did Olympia, or you did something and that helped, but you still need to take like a salt bath and spiritual bath. And you bought spiritual bath from me, so there is a salt bath. Oh my gosh, I can show y'all like. Well, I'll get it later. But there's a salt bath portion and there's a herbal bath portion. Those are separate. I did not put them together for a good reason. And I have instructions in there and everything. So you'll get that. Um, okay. Got you on here. I check and see if I already responded to you because that way it's easier for me to tap back in. It's less tiring on me. I also have, and I'll kind of explain. If you have spiritual bath, like this is mine. I put mine in a spray bottle. Like I have more serious cleansing to do, but sometimes people are like, "Oh, I don't want to. I don't have a bath, or I don't have a this, or they just have a shower." I recommend like after the shower, like if you like brew it and bottle it. This is the herbal portion. You can spray it on yourself like before you go to bed. You have to let it dry. Like you should be naked when you do this. So don't do what I'm doing right now. You should be naked when you first put it all on you. and then let it air dry, then get dressed. Okay, so for hot and hexy, what I had picked up for you earlier was like no generational curse. The very hidden part of this evil eye or spell work, it feels like spell work. And why I say very hidden, when I do the spread that I do for this, because things are set up in a very specific way, the way I do my spread, and it was very hidden. It was like I just felt like I needed to pull more cards. And it wasn't until, because I have cards that indicate to me that this is inconclusive, maybe. I got three maybes before I got a yes. And then when I finally asked, okay, why was there so much resistance? And it's like because this person or who, however this was done, it was went to they went to great energy and effort for you not to know or find out about it. So that was like I was like, okay. I don't know if you know any people that are in the occult or do magic or anything like that, but um, I was like, okay. You have spirits around you and they do feel like they're helpful. It feels like family. Let me see. Yeah, it feels like family. It feels like women in your family. It feels like six of them actually. And they feel like I feels like they are very protective of you as well. Um, the issues with your environment, it feels like somebody previously did spell work in either a space that you live in or that you frequent, and that the energy sometimes doesn't mesh very well with you. So if this is your bedroom, which we're gonna see, so oh wow, so what I just got, so this to me of a lot of the times indicates it's property land, and that came up later. So there's something going on with the property that you live on or property that you go to frequently, and then also when it comes to the magic part, um, okay, I want to say bedroom. They're not giving me very bedroom, and I'm picking up on like a funeral home or a mausoleum. Maybe the person that did the magic, maybe the person that did the magic, I feel like they went to a graveyard to get graveyard dirt or something. Um, but again, I feel like your ancestors are present and they're helping with this, so it's not so bad for you. And I was picking up on the outer part, a driveway. Okay, so I know many people. Okay, you live across the street from a church. Oh, okay. So maybe that old lady, maybe she did a little magic. Because I always say, if somebody tries to murder me, I know enough that I'm coming back and I'm getting you. I'm coming back as a ghost, and I don't care. But that's morbid. I don't think that's gonna happen. I always joke about it. I don't know. People, it depends on their relationship with that world. But I would say again, I'm getting the moon, and in this sense, it's like use this full moon energy to help cleanse your space. That's part of the reason why I oh my god, heard that? It's not a coincidence. Um, as part of the reason why I think it was divinely timed that I not have sent the spiritual baths on Friday, and I'm putting more energy into them over this weekend. The full moon, not the eclipse part, but full moon. Hi, Ariel. I am on like the second person and always doing some chit chat. You got the vibe you feel. Uh huh. Yep. So she probably was. The thing is, the old lady, did she feel problematic? But until I started doing these energy checks, and I didn't realize how much somebody doing energy work in a space can stick around. I feel it's kind of like the responsibility of the person moving to cleanse or let the person know so they can cleanse. She doesn't feel problematic. She feels like she's a protector of the home. So unless she starts bothering you, I would kind of leave her alone. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just seeing your chat, but yeah. But there's something with the driveway and like the drive. I don't know if it's a big drive or maybe it's just the front lawn. There's something with that that needs protection. And if you said earlier that there's a church across the street, I don't know where it's located, like in relation to your property. There's like something on your front yard. If you want a Gloria, that's cute. Okay, Kelly Price, Keely Price Jr. Okay, I don't think I I don't think I did yours on the TL yet. Okay, I didn't. Let's do now. I'm gonna check the chat, see what y'all are talking about. And in the meantime, okay, Rosa, thank you. Okay. There was something somebody asked about, you have ancestors, right? You moved recently and there's a ghost in your room. Okay. I'm sorry. So Jalen asked about cleansing. What are non-appropriative open practice ways to cleanse? Okay, so I actually had a conversation with somebody on the timeline about that, because they were saying that using the word smudge is actually disrespectful because smudge refers to certain ritualistic practices in their culture. Because at first I didn't get it, because I just thought smudge was a way to say smoke cleansing, and because this person differentiated smudge and smoke cleansing. So I'm smoke cleansing with this bunch of herbs I have here. I am calling in like my protective ancestors with this, but it's this is technically smoke cleansing. um I have sage back here just because. So I hope that answers your question. A lot of people go on about sage, and and I think what people are most upset about is that there's companies that are harvesting the sage and making it um, unavailable for people to actually use it, and it grows in nature. And I guess you can also get ethical sage from indigenous people or folks that grow it naturally. I grew some of my own white sage, but I let it die. So I need to make some more. I have a lot of seeds. Sorry if that noise is bothersome. I hope that answers your question. And when it comes to open practice, I feel like it's mostly do things and use herbs that are more authentic to you and your lineage. Like for a lot of people that have African descent, actually using white sage, our ancestors really don't like it. I'll be honest, our ancestors really don't like white sage, but for specific purposes, like for spirit and entity removal, I feel white sage is great. But it's something that our ancestors to particularly don't really care for. So when I do stuff for my ancestors, like I have rosemary, I have mugwort, I have tobacco in here, and a bunch of other herbs. Yeah, DM me with your questions. Oh, a lot of people died on the stretcher road in front of your house. Okay, that might be what's going on, and I would say get in touch with a shaman in your area if you know somebody. Um, I do cleansings and I do property cleansings, and I feel like I can take care of that for you. But you can DM me about like pricing and all that other stuff, and we can talk about that more. But that's why I created this spread that I'm doing to see if I can help people, because I wouldn't want people to spend money with me, or to I don't want to do work for somebody and they don't have anything to remove. You can do something else with that. Okay. And what was the other question? Okay, good for researching your ancestors. Hi, Sydney. Yes, so Nia, I'm so sorry. I missed your comment, but salt bath. And there's a salt bath in the in the spiritual bath that I'm sending you. There's a salt bath in there too. So that's all right, guys. I'm going back to the top of the list. And did I start on Kelly Price Jr.? I didn't. My bad. I started talking about, I wanted to address the cleansing portion. Oh wow, this is longer than I thought it would be. I'm gonna speed this up, guys. I don't want to take up your whole 4th of July. Um, so for Kelly Price Jr., what I'm getting here is there a hex on your family or a curse? I'm getting there's something in the background. I'm getting a no. Oh, okay, my bad. There is something in regards to your family and the generation. It feels like there's something that property. There might be a propensity for you guys to have fires. But it feels like I keep on picking. I don't know if people in your family also do spell work, but it could be there's something negative associated with spell work and people in your family. Like I find some families, they it's better for them to just stay away from spell work. Not manifesting anything, or it just turns out badly for them. I feel like this is kind of it. um but you do have protective curses. It feels like there is evil. It feels like just doing some general protective stuff for evil eye. It doesn't feel like specific. It feels like jealousy, when it comes to, let me find my list again. When it comes to spirits around you, I'm getting a yes, but what kind? It feels like family. There might be like a couple that are just hanging around, but it feels like family, like benevolent spirits. Problem with your environment. I'm getting not really. I feel like it feels like somebody cleansed, or you cleansed, or somebody did something energetically, or you're keeping stuff at bay. It's time to do a smoke cleanse though, because I feel like there's something encroaching on your space. Like you might feel like your safety space is getting smaller and smaller. It's because there's energy from outside or from somewhere else coming in to your space. Um, Cleansed. You need to cleanse. I got yes. You need to cleanse. What else about it though? Yeah, you need to take a cleanse. I would say salt bath, do Olympia. I'm also kind of getting the sense that there's something like outside your either bedroom or outside of your house that's like, again, it feels like energy trying to come in. You may need to strengthen like the borders or barriers, or do some prayers or something around your property. Again, I do property, help with that stuff. You can shoot me a DM and I can let you know like what your options are with me if you're interested. If not, seek a sharp spiritual person locally, or somebody else that you like. Yeah, you don't have to come to me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I'm getting for you is there is something in the background with your family, but it feels like a blessing. It feels like a blessing. It feels like something to do with property and land. When it comes to, is there spell work or hex work on you? I gotta know. And I'm picking up on something. I think I did work for you, right? I'm sorry. I forget what all I've done with people, but I feel like there's something that was holding you back, or holding like you back specifically. And it feels like this is new though. Like there's something new that's like blocking your way. When it comes to spirits, I feel like a watchful spirit. It could feel creepy, but I don't feel like it's bad. It's just you might feel like you're being watched. It feels protective. I'm getting for the problems with your environment, like it feels like love is in the air. Like I said that for somebody else, but it's like love energy around. So there's an abundance of love, family love, or whatever in the area. So Oh, you're fine. And then when it comes to the last part, is it time for you to cleanse? I'm getting yes. You should specifically smoke cleanse your area and take a salt bath and do Olympia, because it feels like there is, again, it feels like there's something like coming in, and maybe you should do some work on like strengthening your chakras, because it feels like or just spiritual work. And you can contact me, Roxanne, we talk. Just for anybody else listening, sometimes if you find that you're getting hexed, cursed all the time, it could be you and your emotional state. How are you happy? Do you have any past trauma you need to deal with? A lot of times that can create like cracks that can allow weird stuff, excuse me, to attach. I don't want to cuss, you know what I'm saying, but I don't mind cussing. It's just not right now. Okay, Lady Love Tarot. You're not late. I'm technically, we're chit chatting a bit, and some people's energy needed a little bit more talking into. Okay, Saint referred you. Cool. I'll get to you. Well, I got Roxanne, Bex. I got Jay Ann, I believe. Yes, I did. I got Naya. I got Milla. Okay, let me see. Oh, goodness. Oh, Milla, are you here? Okay, so you fill out the form. I can't see you, but I believe you did. Of course. Let me do your spread. I think there's only like one person ahead of you, though. But how is everybody's like 4th of July? Sorry, there's not. Excuse me. Okay, so make sure. So for Milla, what I'm getting for you is there is something, and also it kind of feels like it is deep down there. Um as far as your family generational curse, I feel like it's not something that's very active, but and I don't really sense it's going to be active very soon, but it is something that can, for lack of a better term, interact with, let's say somebody does spell work or has evil eye, and it feels like somebody has done spell work and using your picture. And what I'm getting as part of the solution for that is to take like a salt bath, do some smoke cleansing. Um, so that's a yes on the spell work evil eye part. And then make sure. Spirits around you, they're saying no about the spirits around you. If there are anything, it'd be family. And then when it comes to problems with your environment, I'm getting that you might have recently like done some cleansing work, because I feel like there's not a lot there right now. When it comes to the cleansing portion, again, I'm getting use the full moon to cleanse. Do Olympia, do a salt bath, do a herbal one if you have access to them, but definitely do a salt bath. And then after doing a salt bath, and I forget to mention this, make sure you do something positive, or make sure you use like an herb or something. Like if you put lotion on, do something that has herbs in it. A nice general herb to use is like, if you have rosemary, just make a light rosemary tea and use it, like mix it in with your lotion or something. or something, or smudge your area, because once you do a salt bath, you're removing everything off of you. I like to put something back there. Some people like to just be clean slate, but for me, I put protection on because I need to, um, for the type of work that I do. Okay, Cap Kim. I just need your initials or your Twitter name, and if you want me to delete your Twitter name off of the chat, let me know, and I will before this ends. Okay, you did a house blood blessing. Perfect, perfect. And you said you're drained, feeling very tired. Yeah. I would say see how you feel after the salt bath. If you're still feeling kind of crappy, like you can contact me and we can see what I can help you with. I do Reiki few like I do limpias distantly for you. So that's something that I can do. I haven't started offering that on my page, but that's like just tell me that you want it and I'll put it in there. And I'll try and put it on as an add-on too. Um, but it takes some energy for me to do that. But if you get the Olympia infused Reiki, that's 2222 on my site. That's that kind of includes it. Okay, Cappy Kim, thanks. Yeah, I'm hot. The AC in here is broke. That's why I have this window. I mean, that's why I have this door open. I feel like I ordered. No, I didn't. I'm hungry, but I never got my food. Okay, Mila. How Mila? I said Mil. Sorry, please tell me how to pronounce your name. Well, that's good. A lot of people feel like waking up with more energy. That a lot of people feel this eclipse, this full moon eclipse. Like for me too, it's keeping me up later at night. I'm not really celebrating the fourth. I I I I don't really typically do. Sometimes I go to the fireworks. I haven't celebrated the fourth that much as an adult anyway. I usually, being in healthcare, I usually work on that day. So, um, mm, mm, mm. You said I really came to your life when you needed it. Oh, that's amazing. Well, hopefully I can help you with that. That's Bex, and I know she's out of here, but I know I'm just not catching the things. And Rosa, I think. Okay, Cap Cam, let me get you in here. So, like I said, I am trying to do these faster, so I'm not holding you guys up for a whole afternoon. Um, and I know some of you heard that thing fall outside. People are really trying it. I'm just like, I don't know why you would mess with somebody that removes curses for a living, but okay. So for you, Kim Cap. Sorry. Please excuse me. I know I'm a little annoying at times. So I'm getting a yes for you having a curse on your family. Um, it feels like the curse feels like it helps you get what you need and what you want, but they're miserable having it. So it's almost like the curse of being famous. And I don't even want to talk about Dramageddon or Carmageddon. I am kind of into that beauty drama tea, but it's like there are people that have way more than anybody else could have in life, and they worked hard from it. It's not like they inherited or anything, but they're still unhappy. It's like that whole community of not the whole community. I'll just say in general, or I could say it's specifically Voldemort, aka Jeremiah Star. Um, it's like he has so much, but he's still unhappy. And it kind of feels like that. Like, okay, we'll work on getting you what you want, but you're not going to be happy while you're there. That's what it feels like. Um, so moving on, because this Evil eye spell work, no. When it comes to spirits around you, I'm feeling like some people don't believe in these elemental things. I'm feeling like fairies, like elemental out, like spirits outside. I don't feel like there's anything inside your home or inside where you're dwelling if you live inside. Like if you spend time outside and you camp, that might be something that you would like because I feel like they're protective. When it comes to problems with your environment, this is so funny. So I'm getting that you need to do a cord cutting. It feels like so this does not even feel in related to your environment. It feels like spirit kind of crashing. There's somebody that you had a sexual connection with and you need to cord cut from them. So can we problems with her environment, please? No, you don't have any problems with your environment. Yes, this is for you, Cap Kim 7. Okay, Ariel, I think if I skipped over you, I'll go back and get you. And then the last part is, do you need a cleansing right now? You do, but they're saying to do the cord cutting first. I don't know if you do cord cutting. I do cord cuttings for people. So if you're interested in that, like hit me up on the DM. I feel like if you do it yourself, like go through the process, like write things down and burn them, like remove this person from your life if you're ready. If you're not ready, please don't rush. Like take your time. I feel like you need to go like emotionally work through some things. If you're there, whenever you do get there, you need to cord cut and then you need to do some spiritual like cleansing, salt bath and stuff. Not because this person is bad, just because I feel like the connection was or is very intense. Okay, cool. Oh, I did skip over your Ariel. I'm so sorry. Let me get you next. Okay, I'm gonna do something to the form, and if you guys see this, if you can please go back and edit it. I'm gonna add um have I got you in the live stream? Why is this no? Okay. I'm gonna say complete. Did I get you in the live stream? Okay. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna make it required. Um well, not required, but I do want people to answer it. So I'm gonna make it required. So that's there now. Um back and edit. I do. I would really appreciate that. That will help me. That's part of kind of like what happened last time. It was hard to keep up with who I got and everything else. So this is it. And let me make sure that's set up so you guys can come back and edit. Require sign in? No. Application edit after. Yes, y'all can edit after you submit. Save. Okay, so I made it so you can edit it after you submit. So if you go to that, and if you tipped on the live stream and I got you, you don't even have to add your name on the form. Um, but you can add your name to the phone. But I'm just saying, if you add it and I got you, and you're just adding it like to see the updates, please just say that I got you, so I don't think that I have more people to get to than I actually do. And you can see the link in there, and I'll add the link to the stream in the info box later on. Rosa, thank you. I don't know why I skipped you. Okay, I got you. Okay, so I'm going back to when I answered you earlier. And if so, a guy, you don't have a generational curse on you, that you do have evil eye spell work around you. And what was interesting was it felt like that was pretty. So it feels like you can again use this full moon energy to help remove that from you. And I legit like when I get this card, this is not off the meaning. Like the person with it's just like there is somebody that's like watching you, and it's like they're trying to make sure things go wrong in your life. Um, I honestly would say using the spiritual bath that I made would help, but you can also salt bath. And okay, I got the Olympia for you. Um, but I think I have something that I'm doing for you. If you can, I would say do Olympia on your own if you know how and you want to. I also do a Reiki infused Olympia for like $22. I would recommend that, but if you don't like if you can't afford that right now, I completely understand. I recommend that, and I recommend spirit, and I did get spiritual bath earlier, definitely. And if you I think I have instructions underneath the spiritual bath when I was mentioning it, like a spiritual bath that you could make on your own. And just talk to me because we talk through the DM, like we talk in the DMs, and we can kind of get something like together for you, if you can't like afford the spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot. Like spiritual bath and then the Olympia cleanse, I think together that's $30. 40. So I'm just like 30, $40, my bad, or 45. I can't add 13 plus 22. That's like 35. Where do you find the form to fill out? Let me copy. This is the form that I'm about to add right now. Oh, you're fine, Princess Harvey. I'm just asking for anybody that has gotten their readings and in this stream and you filled out the form, please go back to the form, edit it, and say that I got you. Um, and if you're here right now, so I was doing Rosa. So yeah, so for Rosa, and then the block blessings, that's referring to the work that we talked about. Me doing that this weekend is going to help with that, but there's also some other things that I feel like need to be addressed. But I do feel that there's somebody in your environment that is watching you, and they're like doing little stuff to mess with you energetically. um so basically, and I'll just take you through it because I think this is something beneficial for everybody to have. And you can always like look it up, and I'll do a write up on it in a little bit. But you take could go get an egg now. I won't. So you take an egg, and some people like to put the intentions into the egg and say, okay, like like you like charge anything and tell the egg that you would like it to cleanse any negative energy off of you. If you know a specific person, you would like it, like you would like the egg like to help you with this. And then you take the egg. I like to take the egg from my head down to my toe, but I take the egg and with your intention, you work slowly. And some people like to roll up and down. I'm weird. I'm weird about oils for my hair getting on my face, like acne and stuff. So I hover it over my body, like over my face here. I don't let it actually touch. But when I get to my body, I do. So I'll rub it down my arm. I'll make sure I get the back of my neck, like my shoulder. I'll take it like down, like, oh, I'll do it over my clothes and down my chest, down my abdomen, and then I come to my back. It's almost like, think of yourself. Some people like to do a sweeping motion. Some people like to think of it as like bathing. I don't want to crush the egg on myself. Very, very gently, and with the intention of it removing stuff from you, go down your legs, out to your feet, and back up. Some people do it multiple times. I only do it once. I don't like touching. You know what I mean? Just do what feels good for you. And then you take the egg and you crack it into a cup, and then you let it sit. Like, I like to look at it immediately, and then I like to let it sit for, I think the recommendation is about 10 minutes. 10, it depends. Some people say 10 minutes, people say 30 minutes, whatever you feel like. And then you do, some people like to read the egg. I do egg readings, but I don't offer them on the timeline because there's other people that do them, and I just usually don't have the time. But there's other people, like there's Chapiana Tarot. I think she regularly does egg reading. So if you do the thing and you don't know how to read it yourself, you can go to her and she'll read it for you. Um, if you know, at a cost, I believe. Okay, Rosa, I got you in. Let's see who else we got. Dang, I thought I was gonna be able. So my computer is gonna die. Oh, so I know I'm a little slow. Sydney, hi. I think you said hi to you earlier. I'm going down the list. See your face. Yes. I think I skipped over Sydney. Sydney, did I skip over you, or do I just not know if you donated? Maybe I don't know if you donated. I'm gonna mention here so I can find it. Okay. Well, how do you say your name? How do you pronounce your name? Is it Lynette? Kijua? Kaijua? Please, I don't want to mess up your name. I thought I did you, Ariel. When I said, oh, I skipped you, I thought I did you, and then I thought I did Rosa. Go back if you could. I know you can go back in the stream. See if you can go back. I'm pretty sure I got you. If I missed you and you're like, no, I've been here the whole time, I'm sorry. But I thought I said your name and I thought I did your check. And I'll put it, oh, okay, my bad. And I'll put it in the chat too. Um, yeah, it depends on what it's for. So why I closed down my readings is because I needed to catch up and I had been expending too much energy, and then now I find out that those weird energy around. So it was just not helpful to my readings. But if you hit me up and you need something more immediately, I will definitely, like, it depends on what it is. If it's like some people are like, no, I just want a general reading, I can wait, like that's fine. But if you need something that's like more important, like just DM me or something and we can talk about it. I'm so sorry, Ariel. You're like, see, something is trying to keep you from getting this reading. Um, oh, yeah, just a bunch of cards just fell out. Let's see what's going on here. You might have and I'm getting a headache, so that's always a sign that something is not wanting to be, you know what I mean, revealed. So I got an absolute yes on your family, you having a hex on your family. I got a yes on somebody doing spell work, evil eye against you. Like, I'm specifically picking up on there's 8 distinct completely different people. And what I can't differentiate at this time, like who's evil eye and who is cursed. It could be all of them are evil eye. It feels like jealousy, a lot of jealousy about for something, or just envy. When it comes to other spirits around you, it feels like, again, it's family spirits. It doesn't feel like anything bad. And what I like to say about spirits, like if I don't hear it mentioned, usually your family spirits, you will not notice them around. Like they're just hovering in the background. They really don't make themselves notice unless you're going through a really bad time. They're kind of silent. Like for people that are interacting with these things, unless you're particularly gifted, I would be, you know what I mean? I wouldn't like, people get really excited. I don't know. Okay. So I don't like saying this straight out, and I feel like I'll just be honest. Like I feel like there's something demonic around you, and I'm trying to pick up on what, like where'd it come from? Because it feels like this is new. Like when I say new, that it happened in the past 5 years. I'm getting that it causes you a lot of distress. Yes, this is for you. This is for Ariel. This is for Ariel. I think I if you filled out the form, I mean, I pretty much go by the time you comment in here, and I'm coming back to you, Ariel. I didn't forget. So I think you're next. So there was, and if somebody wants to keep track, because in past streams, like I've had people, I've modded them so they can keep track, so they can tell me who's next. So I don't skip people. I would really appreciate that. Just let me know, and I'll mod you. Um, but I feel like, hold on. Ariel, and I did Rosa. Yeah, somebody can figure it out. I'm not gonna. I'll wait until after I do Ariel, and then so we can just make sure that Lynette is next. Okay, yeah, it feels like there's something going on. I feel like nine different things, like this card here, and then me getting this card together, and then just the energy, like the headache that I was getting, and just the way the energy feels like with this, it's very it feels like it's a combination of whatever generational curse is going on, and I'll just say energy. I don't like saying curse. Energy is going on with your family, plus whatever, however this came into your life. I don't know if it was locational move. I don't know if somebody specifically did this to you. I don't know if you moved some places. I have that initially you were very protected. I am getting the sense that death opened this door, somebody dying, maybe somebody was doing stuff magic and then they died and they couldn't like release all the things that they conjured. That happens with some magicians. Some magicians, and not to freak anybody out, but some people that are in advanced magic, they'll conjure things and they'll have spirits around them where they're, I don't agree with this because I feel it's imprisonment. I don't want to be imprisoned in this life, and I don't want to imprison another spirit to help me. Some people make spirits their, I don't say slave, but kind of like they make them do their bidding. And if they die, the spirit's just there. They can't be released because the person that did it can't let it go. So it could be something like that, or just something random. That's all I can kind of get into right now. I feel really energy trying to block me. So to preserve my energy, and we can go into this later, just please send me a DM. Any questions or input? Because if you have a specific question, I can ask. But this feels like, I mean, I feel like yes, you need some protection. I would say definitely salt bath every week. Take a salt bath. I would have highly suggest my spiritual bath if you have like the coin to get it right now. I would get some of that. That will help. It's not gonna fix this situation, but it'll help some of what's going on. And we can talk about things that we can do to get this off of you. Like you definitely need like a hex removal from me or somebody else that you trust. Um, okay. All right, Lynette, I'm gonna get you and oh, shoot. Okay, you're welcome, Roxanne. Okay, Ariel. All right. Okay, Lynette. What I'm getting is there is something going on with your family, but it doesn't feel very active, but it feels like it is in the sense of burdens and responsibility. Like it almost feels like, you know how in England, I read some Regency novels, and if you like Victorian like romance novels, not the really smutty ones, but like just in general, I like the dialogue. You know how people have, what do they call it, like lordships, like people have castles and they have titles. It feels like if we had titles and the legacy that comes with that, it's like there's something like a title, but bad, like there's a responsibility of something that nobody wants to do. I don't know what this is, but particularly, you're very welcome, Ariel. I know this is particular, but it feels like a burden on your family. So forget the stuff about titles and Victorian stuff. It feels like the clearer word is burden. It feels like you have a familial burden. And it could be a subject, or it could be farmland. It could be something. It feels like something. It could be a family business. It could be something like that. It's weird the way that came up. Let's see what's going on with evil eye spell work. So when it comes to the evil eye and spell work, and what's so funny, this death thing is coming up a lot for people in this chat, but it feels like no, there's not evil eye. Well, there's not spell work exactly, but it feels like there is energy of somebody being jealous of like your luck. And it feels like it doesn't do anything to you though. Like they can be jealous all they want. Like in this situation, there's jealousy, but it's not doing anything to you. Oh shoot. Um, okay. So that's an extra message. Are there any? What about the spirits around her? I'm getting that you might need like to do. I don't know if you do candle work. You may need to do some. And I literally like this card, and I see it, it often to me means spiritual bath. Probably need to do one of those. Okay, it feels like there is spirits around you, but they're not clarifying on if it is family or stranger spirits, or like hostile spirits, or friendly or hostile. I feel like we can go on a limb and say the ones that are presenting themselves may be hostile, like you may have weird things happen. I feel like they haven't been able to exactly touch you. Things may move around, or you may think that you put something someplace and it's some like that type of thing. I feel like that may happen to you. Um, when it comes to problems in your environment, again, I'm getting that there was where you're currently staying or where you lay your head at fighting, and that fighting energy sticks around. And I don't know if you're an empath or something, but I feel like you absorb. Mm, what else are you cleaning with, cleansing with the Palo? Because the thing about Palo Santo, and it's something that I meant to mention earlier when I was talking about baths, is that Palo brings positive in. And kind of like in the same thinking with the spiritual bath, I recommend people do a salt bath before they do any spiritual bath. And I make special one, like special salt bath and special herbal baths. You need to remove the energy that's there. So you use sage. How Okay, so I would say DM me so we can talk about how you're using it and cleansing your energy, because I feel like there's still something around. Like if push comes to shove, you may need to do like a floor wash and wash your walls, like with, you know what I'm saying. If you can look that up, or if you know what I'm saying. we can talk about it, or you can talk about like ask me now so I can get into it a little bit. But I feel like there's a lot of this fighting energy, this energy that you're feeling, and it may just be that it's helping. Do you notice a difference when you do the sage and Palo Santo? Oh yeah, hit the like button, y'all, please. Okay, I feel like you need to do something a little stronger, and that may be why they brought up the candle work earlier. You may need to do some protective candle work. If you have white candles, great. If not, if you see them out and about before I have a chance to talk to you, if I don't respond to you today or tomorrow, get yourself some white candles. Yeah, like I'll be honest, and I know I've been recommending my cleansing bath. I would recommend my bath. Um, I recommend, but do you have Florida water? I mean, I think Florida water is great, but it's not everything. But if you have some Florida water, try it. If you don't have it, yeah, I felt that last new moon. Yeah, um, we probably need to talk. I would say if you can get a spiritual bath from me, and I will. There will be instructions in there on how to use it to help you in this situation because it will help a lot. And you can also use this floor wash and what I recommended. So the instructions are in there. That's okay. Having carpet, it would make it so that instead of doing like you would, I would say, and I had mentioned earlier, like I bottle my, now you need to keep this in the fridge. And you see the herbs flying around, so I have to like be careful because they'll clog the thing. But you can just like spray. You can do a fine mist, and that will do something. You fine mist and then vacuum clean. Actually, let me add that because that's not on there right now. I literally have the document open right now. So mist, then vacuum. That's something I forgot to add. Okay, but I think I got everybody in the chat. Oh, I think Princess Harvey. I think I missed you. I jumped to Lynette because I was like, I don't know who else is in here. Then I got Kim. I think I am missing. Okay, let me do Princess. And I Sydney. I'll look on the forum and I'll get y'all like sooner than later. And then Princess Diamond. I don't think I responded to you. Oh yeah, we are. Okay, I'll get you. I don't think I got you. YouTube. But here's the thing, like, and what feeds into that. And when I say, if you guys can please hit the like button, I noticed that if they don't think people will tune in, they won't notify you. It depends on the channel, but some of my favorite channels, even a channel that's almost at 1 million subscribers, they play us on the notifications all the time. I'm like, really? I specifically asked y'all to notify me. It's all good. But hitting the like button really helps. Like when I say that and I see how it helps, it really does. Because sometimes it'll like send the notification after it started. If enough people like, if the likes are right, I don't know what the right number is. You know, YouTube don't tell anybody and nothing. Okay, so as far as family, hex and curse, I feel like there may be something around, but it feels like it's contained and it's inactive. So I feel like it's not anything you need to worry about right now. But I can't say that there's nothing there because it feels like there is, but I just don't have like a lot of details. I feel like somebody tried to do spell work on you, but it got shut down. Oh, my neighbors. I'm sorry. I was like, I really thought somebody was walking up to my door with that. But it's like, no, nobody tried. I'm like, nobody got through, but people have tried to do spell work on you. And you do have people that are actively like jealous against you for whatever reason, but you really don't have to worry about them. Spirits around you. I'm getting, yes, there are. I'm feeling like something in relation to work or school. It's like it may not be at your actual home or where you sleep. It may be where you go every day if you go someplace, or before everything was shut down because of C-19, where you went. There might be something that you interacted with and kind of comes with you. Hannah, I'll get you as something that you used to interact with, or like a place you used to go where something did move with you freely, or like visit you from there. It's what it feels like. How's your environment? I'm getting a no on your environment right now. But when it comes to, do you need to like do a cleanse, smoke cleanse, spiritual bath? This person tried to also use a picture to do spell work against you earlier. So take some time and cleanse your space, and do a salt bath. And if you have access to like the exterior of your home, definitely do some salt around the doors, the front of the door, and look up things to do for protecting like your front door. I'll try and talk about it, but if I, in case I forget, because my brain goes a million places a minute, like I have ADHD, so it's sometimes I'll like I'll come back and I get on something totally different. Oh, okay. Something with your job then. Something with your job is following you or likes you. Like it doesn't feel bad. It's just it feels like it is definitely something that's happening. Um Maybe makes you dizzy. I don't know if you ever feel dizzy or disoriented, but that spirit might do that to you. Um a little bit more information on the spirit. It feels like it follows you around because it feels a kinship with you, and because it feels that kinship, it and I'll say she, it feels like a she. um it's like she wants to know what you're doing, but she doesn't realize that being around living people is really not good. Like, I think most people that are dead and they know that they're dead, they stay away from living people. They stay away from really interacting with us because it's not good for us as people on this plane to be around dead energy. It's just isn't, unless you're like a medium. And even for mediums, like, and not trying to put a jinx on myself, but a lot of mediums, that's why they have like a shorter life because they're constantly in contact with the dead. We really have to watch after our health for that reason. And so why'd you say oh? And you, yes, yes, what did I ask you? Work. Oh, if you get dizzy. Okay, got you. So it's just like we can talk because I don't like, because it feels like something I'm gonna have to delve into a little bit more. Um, Message me, or if you feel like getting a reading. And I don't offer technically mediumship readings right now, but I won't do it that way. If you just do like a phone reading with me for 20 minutes, I should be able to like tap into what this is. And if you have any questions, that's what I would recommend. You can ask me in the DM too and see what I pick up. But there's that. Well, I've been on here for like an hour and 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up. Okay. Thanks. Just yeah, let me know. You can check out my links. I don't have my readings on my site right now. I took them down. Oh my goodness. We're good. I was like, we're good. I thought I forgot something, but I didn't. Um, the person rescheduled with me. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and finish up the people I need to get next, Hannah, and then I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna do a new one. And like, if I got you in this stream and you filled out the form, please, please, please go back, edit it, and say that I got you. Then I'll go through and just straight up like on the next stream, which I may not make like public. You know what I'm saying? I may just do that and get everybody on the list because last time I checked, it was like 20. Okay, it's almost 30 people, and I'm gonna. I want to close the responses, and let me know if you cannot. Let me know if you cannot edit your form. Okay, and it'll be faster. And I'll do the chit chat part at the beginning of that one where I was talking about the cleansings and stuff. Oh, wow, this is sticky. When it comes to you, Hannah, I feel like there's a family blessing for you. When it comes to did somebody put evil eye or spell work against you, it feels like evil eye and maybe spell work. Like this person may have, I don't know, tried to push you in a jar or something. It feels like this person is not quite mentally stable. They may be bipolar. Like I'm specifically picking up bipolar. Or they may have behavior that mimics bipolars, and I mean clinically diagnosed bipolar. I don't mean I'm so bipolar. I mean I feel like they're diagnosed with bipolarism. They take meds and everything. I feel like there's something not balanced there. Um, yeah, there's spirits. Oh, there's spirits around you. And the reason why I was like, oh, is because normally I don't like it feels like somebody or people that have recently dead and recently died in a way, like perhaps been murdered or there's funny stuff. Like it feels like a violent death or homicide. That's really I usually don't pick up on that particularly. I think you can go back to the form. Well, here, I'm going to open the responses. Um, and I'll try and look for your name since you went towards the end. Um, yeah, I'm going to open the form back up to see if you can edit it. But if you added towards the end and I got you in the stream, I should be able to see. Hopefully I can check. What's going on, Hannah? Oh, well, let me finish your check and then you can tell me. But you can tell me, but I'm going to do your check so that I'm on task. And problems with their environment, again, your environment feels like there is some weird energy around. And usually in the environment is specifically talking about space cleansing, even though I mentioned cleanse towards the end. Some people are empaths, like I added that, and they have additional environment issues. Oh, interesting. So that may be who's hanging around you. Does he feel angry though? Because what I'm getting is this person is kind of I don't want to say angry, but emotionally not in the best place to be. And of course, if S is involved, which I'll call for that because I won't say the whole word out loud. Because YouTube be tripping. If S is involved, I can see why this person can be in an emotional state. like, where they can be kind of weird emotionally. Okay. Um, cleanse. Yes. I'm like, cleanse, yes. Um, and the cleanse is like, it feels like things are contained, but you could use to bring some positive energy in your area and a light like cleansing of your area. It feels like it's nothing heavy. And they actually said flowers, so Florida water, or doing a Florida water spray or something of that nature would be great. Or, some people take Florida water, dilute it in water and fling it around. That might be enough. But also do a cleansing with sage or with a smoke cleansing, and then follow with okay, yeah. Hopefully, you can get him to move on by maybe lighting a candle for him if he wants to move on. If he doesn't want to move on and he's still around, you can talk to me about that. Like, we can discuss things that we can do to help him ascend, and not in a bad way. I don't like forcibly removing spirits if they're truly just emotional, unless they're doing bad, like unless they're negatively affecting um people. Okay, perfect. And mugwort is like the perfect smoke cleanse that I would recommend. I would say do it again tonight. Do it again tomorrow. Like, do it again tonight and tomorrow. Definitely do it whatever day is the actual full moon. Do it that day. I think it's tomorrow. No, I think it's today. I don't remember, because the work that I do, it's like I don't like I do different things. So I just need to I pick up on the energy specifically for certain things on the proper timing. So I'll explain that. And then that's kind of it, Hannah. I think I got everyone. So what I'm gonna do is stop this stream. I'm going to go to the list, and then I'm going to see who I got. I'm going to compare notes. Okay. He just Okay. So he's wanting you to meditate. Like, probably so he can contact you. Yeah, as long as he's not harmful and you're okay dealing with him and trying to help him along, I would just try and encourage him, try and help him, to move on so that he can get on to the next part of, for his soul process. Oh, I'm actually in a similar situation a bit. There's a person who, um, her boyfriend passed, but it was from violent means, and he visits her a lot. Like, he will not move on until she gets married, and like until she's in a good relationship. Oh wow, okay. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna end this now. This was a good time, guys. I haven't streamed in so long, and it definitely is the environment to do it. And I'll probably chit chat at the beginning of the other one about some of the things I've been wanting to talk about, and then I'll go into the reading. So hopefully this helped you. If I skipped you, please send me a DM immediately to my Twitter. Thank you, because I believe I got everyone, but it's hard for me to keep up. Um, all right. I think that's it. All right, bye.